Welcome to the FRAM Filtered Texaco Camaro page. We're going to talk about the oil filter, the HP18 that we run. We're going to Road America here soon, so we swapped out the one from NOLA. Wanted to, I see a lot of videos of where people are taking these filters and cutting them open, and they're running tests on them. Engineers are running them through things, but this one's been raced. I really haven't seen a lot of commentary, and we popped the cap off. We used our oil filter cutter, and just wanted to kind of take a look at the inside. You can see here that I've cut a bunch of these open, and everything looks pretty similar as to when it's new. It's just a little bit more oily. So as we start to get into this, I wanted to just for myself, from racing the car, and it's got motor has 3 years on it now, pretty heavy duty, pretty good competition level stuff. So wanted to see if there's any particles or metal in the oil. But as we're pulling out the filter here, you can see the pleats on these FRAM racing filters are phenomenal. I mean, I've popped open the Mobile ones, the K&Ns, the this, that, or the other, and the quality on this filter is really high level. So I'm going to turn the light on here and just kind of take a quick peek, just so you can see what's going on with the pleats. And really there's a lot of uniformity here. I mean, I've seen some of the wicks, some of the K&N, there's a little bit of some unevenness in the pleats, and that's okay. But these FRAM racing filters are really, really high quality. I'm really impressed with what they've done with the whole setup on the filter here. And you can see right here is that where the material comes together, it's fastened with metal. Some are just glued together, some are just kind of stuck in there. So that's another quality that I see on some. But again, just taking a look at all the components here, everything looks really good. Looking on the inside, you can see just the quality of what's going on with just the internal structure with the metal. These are not filters that are going to degrade over time. And when I start looking at a filter, I'm wanting to just see for myself really just metal particles. So I'll take a little piece of white paper and just get a little bit different visual. I mean, with oil, you can see metallics and things like that when the oil's bunched together, but just kind of like to look at it. I change the oil basically after every race, so the oil's really hasn't degraded down any, so things are looking good. But with these filters, it's always good to cut them open, see what's going on, take a look inside, see if you see any kind of metal materials or anything like that going on inside of the filter. And again, I wanted to just pop this open. This filter has seen over 160 miles an hour, pretty good high temps, in the over 200 obviously on track. And so it's taken a lot of pressure inside of there, and just the high temps, and running the LT5 2019 ZR1 Corvette motor. There's just a lot going on, and there's not a lot of tolerance for any mistakes that can happen. And that's why I like using the FRAM Racing HP18 filter. Is for one, I didn't show it on this video, but the components are really, really nice. And right here I'm showing just the this has a mesh plating if there was any kind of substantial degradation of something inside of the motor, that the piece doesn't come flying through, or if something got into your pan or whatever. A lot of filters don't have that, but I guess at the point that if you needed that, you probably have a bigger problem going on. But I like the quality of it. It's another safety feature that's in there. These, like I said, these filters are not something that is just by the way, and built and doesn't have the right qualities in place. So when I'm looking at what's going on here, I had to dump out the oil a little bit. Coming back, I wanted to check on the inside and see what's going on inside of the filter, see if there's anything else that I can see, anything in there. But nothing. Everything's pretty much as it would have been when it went in. I'm squeezing it right now because this filter is extremely sturdy. I mean, it's 2 hands and you can barely get any give on it. If you do that to a Wix or a K&N, you'll squish it in half. I mean, it'll be pancaked. So these are really strong, really tough filters. I just love them. So just a quick look at the components, and then we'll run it out. Thanks, Fran.